Hi, my name's Domenico and I'm 17 years old.
I am Nunzia Barra and I am Domenico's mother.
Right now, we're doing a little clip with nephew Dom and his mom. And first question, Dom, let the people know how did you get involved with me and my wife's organization?
Well, it happened around like 7th grade. I was 13 and I started getting in a little trouble, but it wasn't big trouble. I was just sneaking out at night, going with friends, and my mom noticed this and she tried getting me out of it. So she sent me to Uncle Rob to hopefully help me. And at that moment, it wasn't helping me. It did help me, but my mom was too closed-minded. I just wanted to do what I want, so it didn't affect me as much as it should have.
And when you kept getting in trouble, Dom, tell the viewers, did me and my wife Lucinda give up on you, or did you become part of the Streets Don't Love You Back team?
So ever since, I've known Rob for a long time, and ever since I got part of the Streets Don't Love You Back, I would constantly get phone calls. Hey, how you doing? Are you okay? What's going on? Do you need someone to talk to? Like, he was constantly checking up on me. When I got sent away, my mom told me every day he called, every week he called to see if I was doing good, what I was up to. Like, a lot of people, like, when you're in the system, a lot of people, like, say they have you, and they come and go. But Uncle Rob, he's always been by my side ever since day one.
And Miss Nunzia, the question to you is, when you brought your son to me and my wife Lucinda, tell the viewers what that was about.
Well, when I met Lucinda and Rob, it was just, try to find a program that will be positive for my son. And we went through the Street Don't Love You Back program, and when you receive the booklet, you just think that it's a book, and you go through the program. We actually became family. Like, as a mother of a young kid that gets in trouble with the law, it disobeyed the rules of the parents, you hold on to the book, and the book becomes family, it becomes hope, it becomes the legacy that Rob and Lucinda put out there. And I wish that everyone that has a teenager puts their kid with the Street Don't Love You Back. And what I mean by, you don't necessarily need to be a trouble kid to be part of the Street Don't Love You Back. The Street Don't Love You Back actually is gonna pick you up right when you need it, and it's gonna actually help other kids to don't go to the lower world, my son's friends ended up to be. So for me, the Street Don't Love You Back with Lucinda and Rob became a hope, family, a support, everything else that the jurisdiction, like in Maricopa, didn't have. So I am thankful for that.
And back to you, nephew. Can you tell the viewers the last time you got in trouble? What really made you straighten up after all the conversations me and you done had since you was, what, 13 years old?
Well, the last time I got in trouble was about 2 years ago. It was before I went to Kansas State for a year. And I was in Avondale, and I AWOL'd from a group home. And when I AWOL'd, we seen a police officer, and we decided we're gonna head down this alley. And when I headed down the alley, I was held at gunpoint. And at that moment, like, I literally could see down the barrel, and that just kind of changed my perspective about life, knowing that any second it could have been taken. The guy could have pulled the trigger and I would have been done with. So that was real eye-opener. Like, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to have to be running from police, looking over my back, not knowing where I'm gonna stay, not knowing where I'm gonna sleep. It's just like not the life I want to live for the rest of my life. So, yeah.
So what advice would you give a young kid that's going through what you already done went through? What advice would you give him? I
would just say, you do you. Don't, because what happened to me, I fell under peer pressure. Like, the first time I ever started smoking, first time I ever smoked weed, it was because someone don't be a pussy, try it. and I did. So all I gotta say is, if you don't want to try it, don't do it. That's you. Be yourself, and if they can't accept that, then they're not your friends.
Oh man! Now tell them about the good news, now, nephew. Where you at in your life now, and what you're doing to get to the barbershop people.
So I was at Canyon State for a year, and I decided that I was gonna do the barbershop program. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a barbering school that I could achieve my barber's license. So I finished that program, and I'm on my way to go take the state test, become a licensed barber. And I'm home with my family now. Everything's going good.
He's a straight A student. He has a job, and it's actually pleasant to be around. I am sad that he was not home for 2 years, but I am happy and that he's home, and now I have a kid that completely turned around and is an amazing kid. So.
And Nuzia, what would you advice be for parents that's going through some of the things you went through with your son? Would you let the people know? What advice would you give them?
Well, first of all, find people like Rob and Lucinda that know what you're going through, because there are a lot of organizations that don't know, and when you find that organization that actually doesn't judge you and actually is there to listen and to give you guidance, and is there even just to cry with you, find the organization. And it's not just and support the organization. Spread the word when you can. Make those organization be part of your lifestyle. Like, we are home, we have the Street No Love You Back t-shirt, we have the Street No Love You Back hat. My husband has his hat, I have a t-shirt. It's like in our small budget, we try to support organization like the Street No Love You Back, because they've given a lot to us. Without the Street No Love You Back, I don't think I could be right now so calm sitting in here, because it was tough. So find the organization that can help you get through those moments, because as a mother, you're gonna be challenged, you're gonna be depressed, you're gonna be going crazy, you're gonna be questioning yourself. And I had to call Rob multiple times to say, I'm depressed today, I don't know what to do. So what Rob just did, let's go drink coffee, Miss Nuncia, let's go do something, let's pray together. And even Lucinda is a very busy woman, and I don't get the chance to sit with Lucinda all the time. But when I saw her just the hug that she gave me, I felt understood. So if you're going through something, especially with the youth, please reach out to the Street No Love You Back. You will be surprised the support that this organization can give you.
Now, nephew, in closing, what would you like to say to the world on your last close?
I would just say, no matter what anybody says about you, if you are going through some trouble right now, or maybe you're in the system or stuff like that, just know that doesn't define you. The only man who's able to judge you is the man upstairs. Anyone else, they can call you a criminal, they can call you a felon, they can call you a mess up all you want, but just know you're not. You just live, you're unique. You live differently than everybody else. You're not the normal kid. You know what God always says, God always put his toughest soldiers through the hardest wars. So, yeah, don't let people try to bring you down just because they don't know what it's like to go through the struggles.
That's real talk, nephew. And on that note, we want to thank both of y'all for being involved with the Streets Shall Love You Back organization and the Streets Shall Love You Back Life Skill Intervention Program. Thank you for coming on.